Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Thomas returns with a cunning plan after tempting Hope to restore company? Thomas Forrester's omission from the most recent Forrester-Logan drama feels like a mistake, according to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. It would be great to see Thomas make a significant return since he most certainly needs to be on canvas for this. Thomas may eventually return, regardless of whether Matthew Atkinson plays the part again or B&B casts a new actor. It would be good to have Thomas play a significant role in a fresh strategy aimed at regaining control of the business. That might be important because the Forresters think Hope Logan has a lot of influence on Carter Walton. Hope has been continuously accused by Steffi and Ridge Forrester of coercing Carter into this LLC takeover. According to that reasoning, Hope ought to be able to persuade Carter to cede authority as well. What happens if Thomas comes back with a cunning plan and seduces Hope with a specific objective? Thomas might behave as though he still can't move on from Hope and pretend that his engagement to Paris Buckingham is off. Thomas could try to reassure Hope that they still have a future together, raising Douglas Forrester in Los Angeles, by drawing her closer. Thomas might exploit the fact that Hope has missed Douglas so much. Perhaps Thomas might also persuade Hope that he doesn't care about weddings anymore and that he just wants her by his side without requiring a marital commitment. There's not much depth to Hope and Carter's romance, despite Hope falling for Carter. Since B&B hasn't done much to convince supporters that Carter and Hope make a good couple, it would be simple to believe that Hope secretly still has feelings for Thomas. Thomas may think that if he wins Hope's love once more, he can persuade her to coerce Carter into giving the Forresters back control. Perhaps everything will be locked in, and after it's over, Hope will be dumped. Naturally, if Thomas's previous obsession resurfaces, things could get nasty. If Thomas returns for a fictitious seduction plot, it could be complicated since he might always be hung up on Hope. Could Thomas be involved in the Forresters' inevitable fight back? Our forecasts suggest that they will. Do you want to witness Thomas reuniting with his family in Los Angeles and taking significant action against Hope? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, this corporate tale will reveal some shocking news soon. We'll keep you updated on all the developments. Will's inquiry, Hope and Carter's punishment, and Brooke's treachery. Here are the spoilers for the week of December 23, 2024, on The Bold and the Beautiful. Fans can anticipate that Will Spencer will look into Electra Forrester's termination next week. Ridge Forrester is devastated by Brooke Logan's treachery. Carter Walton and Hope Logan begin to suffer the repercussions of their deeds in the meanwhile. Let's discuss what will happen in the CBS soap opera next week as you continue reading. B&B early week spoilers for December 23rd to 27th, Brooke's betrayal, Hope and Carter's punishment, and Will's investigation. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan's betrayal. According to B&B spoilers for the week of December 23rd, Brooke agreed to Carter's proposal. Although Brooke has expressed her disapproval of Carter and Hope's plan, she still wants the best for Forrester Creations. In spite of everything, Brooke will agree to Carter's proposal to return to her position as CEO of Forrester Creations. The Forrester family will be devastated after witnessing the social media broadcast announcing Brooke's new role. Taylor Hayes and Steffi Forrester Finnegan won't be shocked by Brooke's treachery. But the sequence of events may surprise Ridge and Eric. B&B spoilers, the romance of Taylor Hayes. Ridge will leap into Taylor's arms the following week following Brooke's treachery. Taylor will quickly reassure Ridge that he is well at home and offer consolation. Taylor is eager to get her claws in Ridge again, despite her constant claims that she doesn't need a man. Don't be shocked if Brooke gets a front row seat when Ridge leans in for a kiss. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Will Spencer's investigation. According to The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week ending December 23rd, Remy Price will probably console Electra following her dismissal. Electra believes Remy is her buddy, even though he is the one who shared those phony pictures. Will may ask Katie Logan why Electra was let go in the interim. Katie may initially be reluctant to tell Will. Katie will ultimately tell Will about the pictures, though, because I can sense he's getting a little angry like Bill Spencer. Will may initially be shocked and perhaps snap at Electra. After giving it some thought, Will might conclude that Electra is the victim in this case and provide evidence that it is Remy. Spoilers for B&B for the week of December 23, 2024. Hope and Carter should start to feel the repercussions of their deeds next week. For starters, all of those posts need to be filled because the Forrester refuses to work under Carter's direction. Additionally, there is a chance that many of the designers will go, leaving Carter with only Hope for the future. Additionally, Brooke, Hope, and Carter will not be allowed to attend the Forrester Christmas celebration. Is Brooke's pain increased by Ridge's hasty Taylor marriage? According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge Forrester and Brooke Logan's abandoned wedding preparations have been the subject of a lot of discussion in recent months. At one point, Brooke and Ridge appeared eager to get married, but B&B forced them to abandon the plan. It became more of a been there, done that situation, but after he and Taylor Hayes are formally partnered again, Ridge might have second thoughts. At that point, Ridge might decide he really want to get married again, but he might choose Taylor to be his bride. We must remember, after all, that Ridge nearly wed Taylor once more before to the CPS call controversy that erupted in 2022. When Ridge learned that Brooke hadn't actually called CPS on Thomas Forrester, he was ready to marry Taylor. Thomas was the one who utilized a voice changer app to start all the trouble. Given Brooke's innocence and the fact that Taylor wasn't the one who came clean, Ridge felt unable to fulfill his commitments. In the end, Taylor was aware of the truth, but it was revealed to Ridge on his wedding day by Steffi Forrester. After considering all of that, Ridge may conclude that he should have remarried Taylor in order to follow his heart. It's easy to imagine Ridge asking Taylor to marry him and requesting that they reschedule their wedding. Ridge's breaking point will be this whole CEO scenario with Brooke. It will guarantee that Ridge will give Taylor all of his attention, which could result in their formalizing their romance. Steffi might be delighted if Ridge forces Taylor into a hasty marriage. Ridge might make Taylor his wife again and cause Brooke additional suffering if he determines there's no reason to put off enjoying a happy ever after. In other words, Ridge might be open to expediting a wedding to Taylor, but he wasn't willing to marry Brooke. It will be really hurtful for Brooke if that is the case. Ridge will fully commit to a Taylor reunion, according to our B&B forecasts, so we'll keep you informed about any potential wedding bells. According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Taylor and Ridge may make significant progress together. Keep checking back for more updates on their future. Ridge accuses Brooke of betraying him by accepting the CEO position. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke Logan is set to accept a position at Forrester Creations. Even though Brooke is attempting to assist, Ridge Forrester will regrettably view this as the ultimate betrayal. Is Bridge coming to an end? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge Forrester has already left. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge has already left Brooke since she wouldn't evict Hope Logan from the house. When Ridge finds out that Carter Walton has appointed Brooke Forrester as his new CEO, he will be incensed. In order to keep an eye on developments at Forrester Creations, Brooke accepted this position. As soon as Brooke learned what Carter was doing, she informed Ridge. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge accuses Brooke of betraying him by accepting the CEO position. But Ridge anticipated Brooke to stay at home too, since none of the Forresters are working. Despite their request that Zen Forrester remain at Forrester in order to update them. Brooke Logan refuses to give up control in B&B spoilers. Without a family member present, Brooke could not stand by and let Carter and Hope take over. Brooke needed a method to keep an eye on Hope and Carter to know what they were up to, but she didn't want the CEO position. If Brooke is unaware of what is happening, she cannot keep Ridge updated. Naturally, Ridge is upset with Brooke and wants to believe the worst about her. Steffi Forrester and Taylor Hayes aren't helping either by criticizing Brooke and blaming Hope. Ridge believes Steffi does nothing wrong, thus he wants to support Taylor and Steffi. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge Forrester is completed. Ridge is upset with Brooke and won't put up with any of her justifications. From Ridge's perspective, Brooke has betrayed him entirely, and he will not tolerate it. She can remain with her daughter, and Brooke can live without him if she chooses to support her. Ridge's choice will break Brooke's heart. Brooke, though, might feel motivated to improve Forrester. Has Brooke been pressured by Ridge to permanently support Carter and Hope? Bridge may be coming to an end, but Forrester creations may be starting over. Ridge Forrester has always been a guy of strong beliefs, which frequently makes him a divisive force in the lives of people around him as well as an amazing leader. But his recent behavior toward Brooke Logan's granddaughter has gone too far, causing indignation and grief that may permanently change the ties between the Logan and Forrester families. Ridge's alleged harshness was the last straw for Brooke, possibly ruining any chance of them reconciling, and what had begun as a simmering argument turned into a full-blown family crisis. The event, a cruel error. The conflict started when Ridge became enraged with Hope Logan's contentious choices at Forrester Creations and aimed his resentment at Beth Spencer, Hope's little daughter and Brooke's cherished granddaughter. Ridge's comments sounded condescending and contemptuous even if they weren't meant to be harmful. Everyone in the room was shocked and appalled when he said that Beth's presence served as a continual reminder of Hope's alleged carelessness. After silently listening until that moment, Brooke jumped to her granddaughter's support right away. "You dare?" Her voice quivering with a mixture of incredulity and rage, she demanded. "Beth is a helpless youngster. Your complaints against Hope and me are unrelated to her. Don't involve her in this." Ridge, possibly understanding he had gone too far, attempted to backtrack, but the damage was done. In addition to hurting Brooke, his remarks had evoked unpleasant recollections of previous disputes in which Ridge had neglected to take into account the sentiments and welfare of people closest to him. This episode served as a clear reminder to Brooke of the growing distance between them, which now appeared to be insurmountable. The repercussions: a split family. Ridge and Brooke engaged in a heated and emotional altercation right after Ridge's remarks. Brooke claimed that Ridge lacked empathy and was cold-hearted, especially toward her family. With tears in her eyes, she remarked, "Ridge, you've always prioritized the Forresters. However, you've gone too far this time. I will not allow you to treat Beth like she is nothing because she is my blood and bone." Ridge, for his part, justified his behavior by stating that he was angry with Hope and her decisions rather than with Beth. However, his justification did little to calm Brooke's ire. For her, it was about a pattern of behavior that had gradually undermined her faith and trust in Ridge, not just this one instance. She accused him of not showing her the same devotion in return, recalling the many times she had supported him despite placing her own family last. Both parties were disturbed by the altercation and unsure about their relationship's future. The encounter marked a turning point in Brooke's life, a realization that she could no longer overlook the problems in their marriage. It served as a wake-up call for Ridge, but it was unclear if this would result in real change or more solidification of his habits. The ripple effect: increasing tensions. Ridge's comments had repercussions that went beyond his friendship with Brooke. Hope, who had been notified of the incident by her mother, confronted Ridge with a mixture of hurt and rage. "How are you able to say that about Beth?" she insisted. "Ridge, she is a child. She is not worthy of being involved in this." Ridge made an effort to apologize, but Hope, who had grown weary of his unrelenting criticism and lack of encouragement, found his words to be hollow. Other family members took sides in the dispute, further dividing the already shaky partnership between the Logan and Forrester families. Even Steffi Forrester, who had frequently disagreed with Hope, was surprised by what her father had to say. Although she refrained from publicly denouncing Ridge, it was evident that she was struggling with her own thoughts regarding his behavior based on her silence. Quinn Fuller and Eric Forrester, meanwhile, were caught in the midst, juggling their own conflicting allegiances while attempting to mediate. The breaking point for Brooke. The event with Beth was the result of years of heartache and disappointment for Brooke, and it was more than just a fit of rage. She started thinking back on her marriage to Ridge and the numerous occasions she had sacrificed her happiness for their union. She reflected on the difficulties she had faced, the sacrifices she had made, and the suffering she had gone through for love. And she saw that this was no longer the way to go. Brooke opened up to her sister, Katie Logan, during a heartbreaking discussion. She remarked, "I've always believed in Ridge. I've always believed that we can always find a way to get back together. Now, though, I'm not sure if that's still the case. I'm not sure if I can continue to stand up for someone who doesn't appreciate my granddaughter or my family." Katie gave her sister words of consolation and support, as she had frequently been the voice of reason in Brooke's life. She encouraged Brooke to put her own pleasure and her family's welfare first while reaffirming her strength and fortitude. "Perhaps it's time to prioritize yourself for once," Katie remarked. "Perhaps it's time to leave." An upcoming chapter? Ridge had to face his own moment of realization while Brooke struggled with her emotions. He started to see that his behavior had endangered the very connections he professed to respect most, in addition to harming Brooke. But whether this insight would lead to meaningful transformation or merely a fleeting attempt at reconciliation remained questionable. Meanwhile, Brooke started thinking about what life may be like without Ridge. She found comfort and meaning in her profession at Forrester Creations, where she threw herself into her work. She also turned to her family, finding support in her relationships with Hope, Beth, and the other Logans. And even if the future was uncertain, one thing was certain: Brooke would stop at nothing to defend her family and her own self-esteem. The path ahead. For Brooke, as well as the whole Forrester and Logan families, the incident involving Ridge and Beth marked a sea change. It paved the way for a new chapter in their entwined lives and had everyone face their own prejudices, presumptions, and priorities. The stakes had never been higher, yet it was unclear if this chapter would be one of reconciliation and development or further strife and separation. Regaining her authority and recreating her role in the world were more important goals for Brooke than simply getting over her heartbreak. Additionally, Ridge saw it as an opportunity to examine his own behavior and, if he had the fortitude and humility to do so, make amends. However, the events of this moment would permanently alter both of their lives, influencing the decisions and difficulties that would arise in the future, regardless of what the future held. A bomb is dropped on the Forresters by Brooke. As the Forrester clan strategizes and plans their next course of action, Thursday, December 19, 2024, spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful hint to another bombshell. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful: everything old is new again. When Carter Walton proposed rehiring Brooke Logan as CEO of Forrester Creations, Hope Logan was ecstatic. After all, she has work experience and helped the firm become what it is now with her Brooke's Bedroom line and wrinkle-free formula. Heck, Hope has been cheated on for far too long and believes that Brooke is Forrester Creations. Although Brooke is taken aback by the offer, she will not decline it. Now is the moment to demonstrate her abilities. Brooke's eyes were open to the fact that the Forresters still view the Logans after hearing Ridge Forrester denigrate her daughter in such a manner. After all these years, nothing has changed, but Brooke is going to make sure that things do change, for the better. B&B spoilers: Forresters, surprise! The Forresters consult the videotape on their phones to discover what Carter believes he has planned for FC, much as they believe they have a plan to regain their business. They observe Brooke declare herself the new CEO in place of Carter. Ridge is shocked and feels the utmost treachery, while Steffi Forrester Finnegan and Eric Forrester are furious. How could Brooke be so unfaithful to him? Does he not recall using a few derogatory terms, like calling her daughter a slut? He instructed Brooke to evict Hope and Beth from their house in the middle of the night. Did he forget? Perhaps Brooke is a little irritated right now because Ridge simply left after she declined and hasn't talked to her since. All of a sudden, Ridge starts to reconsider each and every decision he has made in the previous 2 years. Does this represent the moment that Taylor Hayes and her heartbreak have been waiting for? Ridge won't be alone for long, as we all know. He never is. Brooke Logan has always been a formidable presence in the world of Forrester Creations, but her recent move to seize the CEO position marks one of the boldest and most controversial steps in her storied career. In a shocking turn of events, Brooke's ascent to the top spot was not only calculated but accompanied by a lip-streamed announcement that sent shockwaves through the fashion industry and left the Forrester family reeling. The fallout from her power play has created an atmosphere of outrage, betrayal, and division, setting the stage for a dramatic showdown within the company and beyond. The seeds of Brooke's power grab were sown in the chaos that followed Ridge Forrester's, Torsten K., recent personal and professional missteps. With tensions running high and the leadership of Forrester Creations in flux, Brooke saw an opportunity to reclaim her influence within the company and protect her family's legacy. Armed with insider information and a strategic alliance with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, Brooke orchestrated a boardroom maneuver that culminated in her being named CEO. The announcement itself was a carefully planned spectacle, designed to maximize its impact and ensure Brooke's narrative dominated the headlines. In an unprecedented move, Brooke decided to live-stream her acceptance speech, bypassing traditional media channels and speaking directly to Forrester Creations stakeholders and fans. "Today marks a new chapter for Forrester Creations," Brooke declared, her voice steady and confident. "As CEO, I am committed to honoring the legacy of this company while driving it toward a brighter, more inclusive future." While Brooke's words were designed to inspire, the live stream also revealed the stark divisions within the company. The camera captured the stunned reactions of key Forrester family members, including Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, who looked visibly shaken, and Eric Forrester, John McCook, whose disapproval was palpable. The public nature of the announcement only added to the sense of betrayal felt by those who had been blindsided by Brooke's move. The fallout, outrage and division. The immediate reaction to Brooke's takeover was one of outrage, both within the Forrester family and among the company's employees and loyal customers. Steffi, who had been a front-runner for the CEO position, felt particularly betrayed, accusing Brooke of undermining her and disregarding her contributions to the company. "This isn't about the future of Forrester Creations," Steffi fumed. "This is about Brooke's ego and her need to be the center of attention." Ridge, still reeling from his personal conflicts with Brooke, was equally outraged by her actions. He confronted Brooke in her new office, accusing her of using the company as a pawn in their ongoing power struggle. "You've crossed the line, Brooke," Ridge said, his voice thick with anger. "This isn't leadership, it's a hostile takeover, and it's going to tear this family apart." Outside the Forrester family, the reaction was similarly divided. While some praised Brooke for her boldness and vision, others criticized her for the way she had seized power. Social media was ablaze with commentary, with hashtags like #BrookeForCEO and #ForresterFamilyFeud trending worldwide. The live stream, which had been intended to solidify Brooke's position, instead became a lightning rod for criticism and controversy. A strategic masterstroke or a risky gamble? Despite the backlash, there is no denying that Brooke's move was a strategic masterstroke. By securing the CEO position, she has placed herself at the center of Forrester Creations' decision-making process, giving her the power to shape the company's future. Her alliance with Carter, who has been instrumental in navigating the legal and logistical challenges of the takeover, further strengthens her position. However, Brooke's victory comes with significant risks. The divisions within the Forrester family are deeper than ever, and the backlash from employees and customers threatens to undermine her ability to lead effectively. Moreover, the live-streamed nature of her announcement means that every misstep she makes will be scrutinized and amplified, leaving little room for error. The hidden agenda. As the dust begins to settle, questions are emerging about Brooke's true motivations. While she has publicly framed her takeover as a move to protect the company's legacy and drive innovation, some suspect that her actions are driven by a desire for revenge against Ridge and Steffi. Brooke's strained relationship with Ridge, compounded by recent events, has created a level of animosity that many believe is fueling her decisions. There is also speculation about the role of external influences in Brooke's rise to power. Carter's involvement has raised eyebrows, with some questioning whether he has his own agenda and how his alliance with Brooke might evolve. Additionally, whispers of a secret investor backing Brooke's takeover have added an air of intrigue to the situation, suggesting that there may be more to the story than meets the eye. The road ahead. As Brooke settles into her new role, the challenges she faces are daunting. She must navigate the internal divisions within the company, rebuild trust with the Forrester family, and address the concerns of employees and customers who feel alienated by her actions. At the same time, she must deliver on her promises of innovation and growth, proving that her leadership can take Forrester Creations to new heights. For the Forrester family, Brooke's takeover represents a turning point. Steffi, Ridge, and Eric must decide how to respond, weighing the need to protect the company's future against their personal grievances. Steffi, in particular, is likely to emerge as a key player in the unfolding drama, leveraging her business acumen and strategic mind to challenge Brooke's authority. The broader implications of Brooke's actions are also coming into focus. The live stream, while controversial, has set a precedent for transparency and direct communication in the fashion industry, forcing other companies to rethink their own leadership strategies. At the same time, the public nature of the controversy has drawn new attention to Forrester creations, creating both opportunities and challenges for the brand. Conclusion: a defining moment. Brooke Logan's decision to seize the CEO position and announce it via livestream marks a defining moment in the history of Forrester creations. While her actions have sparked outrage and division, they have also demonstrated her determination and vision, solidifying her status as one of the most compelling figures in the company's history. As the fallout continues to unfold, one thing is clear: Brooke's takeover has set the stage for a dramatic new chapter in the Forrester family saga, with high stakes and no shortage of twists and turns.